Right, are we live? Let's have a little look. Right, cool, we're live. Let's just mute that. Right. Let's have a look at what we've got. So we have Andy, Wayne, CDA, wood turning. Can you all hear me okay? I'm hoping you can. Fingers, McLaren. Sorry, I ain't got my glasses on. It's tiny writing. Hang on, I can make that larger, can't I? Can I? Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's Nick, Flaming Turner. Chris Walker. Turnings by Turner. Herb Hopper. That's a cool name. Handmade by Sarah, Red Eye Dave, Sneaks. How are you all doing? You could probably hear the background noise is my fine particle going off up there in the roof. And I've got my mask because we are going to be turning a bit of GPS polyester resin tonight. Well, to see Claire. Oh, there's Claire. Hello, Claire. So I'm going to be turning this one and possibly turning this really cool, funky, purpley glitter striped one. I don't know if you can see that there. And what I'm going to do, let's just take this off a minute. Oh. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the centers out to about there, and then I'm going to turn them into scoops, coffee scoops. Claire's got one of my coffee scoops. I think hers was blue, purple maybe. I know Dale's good lady's got one as well. And there's Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So Sarah's turned the purple one. Cool. I think when you're doing these kind of scoops, I don't know, it kind of works out weird because the pattern gets all mixed up, if you know what I mean, because there's thin parts, thick parts. We're going to be making the scoop about that long with a small handle, but then we're going to be cutting it down this way at an angle. Same with that one. That one's going to be slightly larger. I don't know if Claire uses hers. Do you use yours, Claire? Oh, yeah. It's purple and I love it. I use it for my bath salts. Nice. Good. Right then. As of yet, I don't have any guests in, but hopefully we may do in a little while. If anyone wants to come in this week as a background chat, then let me know. Right, so chat amongst yourselves for a little bit, guys, and I'm going to switch the camera on over to the lathe and crack on for a little bit. Oh, can everyone hear me okay? Deafening silence. Right, cool. Right then. I've got my Facebook on. So if you want to come in and chat behind the scenes, then you're quite welcome. Just send me a little message on Facebook. I'll come back in a second. I'll just check. Right then. This is, I'm not sure what name this is, but it's GPS polyester. I think I already mentioned that, haven't I? But, I'm not sure what the actual name for this one is. That doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work at all. It's better. Let's do this properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little tenon on this end so we can put the chuck in, and because at some point we're going to have to hold this without the tailstock. Hi, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Right. Ah, how you doing, mate?
Not bad, Rich. Not bad. How are you?
Good.
You just stick me in the background, if you like.
Sorry. Yeah, Can you hear me? Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's just turn this up a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the mistake that I've just made there. Last time I made these scoops, I made them on my old SK80 chuck, which has got a smaller jaws.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these now it's gripped it okay, but I didn't need to put that tenon on the end. I could have just turned it as it was.
Oh, yeah, right.
I could just turn it round, I suppose.
That'll just be a smaller scoop.
Yeah, it'd be all right. Right. Well, cheers for coming in. What am I doing?
Stick me in the background. I'll just keep an eye on the chat.
I will do. What I'll do is I'll run in the house. I'll go and get my Bluetooth headset. Then I can hear you talking. Yep.
Yeah, no bother.
Right.
Evening, guys. While Rich is away, people were saying hello to me there. Who was it? Claire. How are you doing, Claire? Who else was saying hello? Oh, John as well. Hi, John. Jeff. Oh, Fingers has made a comment. Trouble alert. Cheers, David. Evening, Nick. Evening, Ramsdale. Free living. That wasn't my backside, by the way. That was Rich's compressor.
Right.
Evening, Sneak.
Right. Let's.
Hi, Chris. Yes, Nick. This week I'm taking over YouTube. Next week it's the world.
Right. Let's see. Mic. Audio.
Richard's just sorting his headset out.
Can you hear me okay, Wayne?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Right. Let's see. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Right. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear anything.
Right, you're okay.
Oh, right.
Hey, Snake.
Wayne, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you fine, Rich.
Ah, so I can't hear you. Right. So what I need to do? Sorry about this, guys. We'll get there in a minute.
I think everybody else can hear you okay as well.
Are you on? Did I turn you on?
Right, you've just muted yourself there. No. I'll have to go into YouTube to chat to you. If you guys can hear me, can you let Rich know in the chat that he's muted himself?
How's that?
That's better.
Okay. So you're working through the Bluetooth headset at the moment instead of this one.
Right.
So can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Right, now. Let's have a little look.
Yeah.
It's JP, the man's in the house. Evening, JP.
How you doing,
Evening,
Jake?
Wayne. Hello, mate.
Right. Audio. Right. Test. Why can't I get this to play through the speakers of my earphones? Strange.
You should be able to do that in audio.
Have you got the cog at the bottom of the screen that says cam and mic?
Play around with another time. But at least you can hear me.
If you go into the cam mic button, like JP said, you can choose which
Yeah, you should be able to.
speakers to use.
Yeah, it's allowing me to do that, and it's picking up the Bluetooth speaker because you're hearing me through the microphone on it, but
Yeah.
it's not allowing me to listen through them. You got mic,
Right.
and then you got speaker, headphones, Bluetooth, headset.
Oh, he's gone.
That.
He might have had to do that to refresh.
You come back.
Right, I can hear it now. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
you basically reset it so it works now.
Cool.
All
Yeah.
good. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Oh, here's
Right.
Dan. Evening, Dan.
Hello, you alright?
Danny boy, Danny
Oh,
boy.
don't sing that. But all my life.
Hey, how about this? My surname is Bennett. So everybody knew on me over the age of 30. It's like, Gordon Bennett, Gordon Bennett.
I'm borderline.
I used to be called
I'm-
Yellow Pages.
Right then. I'll stick you guys backstage if that's all right. And
Yeah, no bother.
I'll now I can hear you in my ears. That's good. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
that sounds
mute
much
you though.
better.
So, right.
Did he say he was muting us there?
He said he was muting himself, didn't he? But he doesn't seem. Oh, he has muted himself. Yep, my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I've muted myself.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah, all good. All good. Yeah, I'm a
Right,
little bit
here
late.
we
I
go
was on
again
the
then.
phone. Here we go again. Another live, another day. So he's making scoops today, is he?
Yeah, he's doing a couple of scoops. One with the pink. He wasn't very sure of the name of it, and the other one is it's like the stripy purple. You can see it down there on the bench.
Yes, I see it. Yeah. Oh, that one's more of a gold and black.
Right. Okay.
I think that one is. I think I've got a bit of that. No, I haven't got that one. I think I've got the square version of that.
Right.
What is it? It said it was polyester. Is it what,
Yeah,
resin?
Yeah,
Yeah, polyester resin, yeah.
Oh, okay.
From GPS agencies.
Ah, I see. That's
Yeah,
the one
that's
that
right.
I use, the polyester.
Yeah, I think they're based in Southampton at the GP.
Yeah, they're based down by where Richard lives.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's Southampton or Poole area anyway.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you see the photo of the blank that Glyn put up, JP?
Oh, yes, I did, yeah. It's going to be fun.
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Only a small bit of turning. But a 42-gallon drum of Yorkshire grit.
Yeah, Red Eye Dave's just put on that his surname's pronounced Smith, but it's spelled Throat Wobbler Mangrove.
I see Fingers McLaren's in it again.
Yeah, fingers is in.
It'll be hands next week.
Yeah, there you go.
Andy's just said GPS is in Portsmouth.
Pompey.
Have they just got the one branch, is it?
Pompey.
They've just got one shop.
Well, that's where their factory is. They've got loads of different people stock their stuff. That's just where their factory is. So I wonder if when his fingers are fixed, he's going to be called Fix Fingers instead of Fish Fingers.
He's certainly not enjoying himself, not being able to get out in the workshop and do stuff.
Yeah. I was watching my own videos earlier on YouTube on my telly, and surprisingly fell asleep. I'm thinking, well, maybe I woke up thinking, oh, maybe I should do something about my videos.
I got a comment on the last live that I did, which was the Beach Natural Edge, the big one I did on the VB. Somebody had said, yeah, you're a decent turner, but an hour and a half to watch a video is too long. So I said, well, it was live. People do tend to join in the chat and stuff.
If you want me to edit down your videos, Wayne, I don't mind. I'll edit it down. If you want to put music into it, then that's up to you. It won't take me long. I don't mind editing now.
It'd be quite a big file to send you, though, wouldn't it?
So, no, it's all right. I can get to it. I can get to it. I have ways.
All right.
We have to do it through because of the podcast. So we have to download at least an hour's worth for the podcast, so we can get the audio.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's programs out there that I could basically just download your video from YouTube.
All right. Okay.
But there are legit ways of doing it. So you could just download your own video and upload it to something like Dropbox or something like that, and send it to me that way. That's obviously a legitimate way of doing it, because I'll pay for the premium Dropbox, so I can fit quite a few files on there, unless you've obviously got the raw footage, which is unlikely because it weren't recorded.
Right, yeah, aye.
So, yeah. So what have you been up to then, Dan?
I've been making a bit of a mess. Basically,
Nah.
I see Richard's. What has he done? He done like an owl, an owl box. There's a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, the bandsaw box.
That's it, yeah. And it got me thinking. I wanted to do some boxes myself. So probably most recently, I've done a sticker box. So to hold all stickers for Maker Central and things. Because last year I put them in my bag in a plastic wallet, and they all got damaged, and they all got dog-eared and bent up and horrible.
Yeah.
So,
so yours turned up on a massive sheet, did they not?
Yeah. So I had a bit of a problem with it. They kind of messed up the order. And they give us a weird discount on it. It still worked out really, really good. But it was a bit of a weird discount. So I finally got it sorted. And then the packaging itself, something wrong with the labelling. So it went back to Doncaster. Then I had to wait again. Then Colt will come back, and I was like, "Oh, for God's sake!" But I got them, and I'm really, really pleased with them. So I got about 560, I think, and it was like 20 quid. So I was like,
"Oh, very good."
That's the joys of using that sticker discount.
Yeah, it was probably good because I phoned them, and then I was like, "We know what's happened, blah blah blah," and they just sent them back. But I've got so I went with. I just wanted to see what the cheapest option would be, and then I might upgrade them later. But I've literally got the paper stickers, but they're still shiny on the top, and the image has come out crystal clear. So I'm well chuffed.
Yeah, I mean, if you click the cheapest on everything, they're really not that bad of a sticker. But obviously, you can upgrade everything afterwards.
That's it. Yeah. Well, because my logo's like a business card logo, it's rectangular. The round probably the round stickers wouldn't have helped me much, but I've got them on the sheet, so I've had to strim them. I've done how many have I done now? I've done 200. I've strimmed 200 stickers individually. And they're all in the box. And then I got a branding iron the other day and tried that out, and that's come out okay. But yeah, got a little.
Nice.
If Rick adds us back on, I'll show you. I've put it in front of me. But and then I've just been making some business card holders, some little boxes of business cards. So
nice.
Yeah. Had a bit of a.
Fingers McLernan's just put on that he's having a stencil made up for Maker Central so he can go around like Jimmy DeResta and spray paint fingers on everybody.
Well, stay away from my legs then, like Jimmy did. Jimmy went and tagged the back of my legs when I weren't looking.
I think he's going to be after you again, mate.
Yeah, I'll get him back.
He'll get you with a branding iron, though.
Yeah, he probably would.
Like, rub that off. So, yeah. But, yeah.
I'll borrow Richard's tattoo gun.
Yeah, JP was here.
Colin's asking what you're making, Rich. Rich is doing a couple of scoops tonight.
Yeah, I see Claire's one. I see the one Rich done for Claire. That looked really nice. I did. Sorry if anyone's on the chat and they're speaking to me. I can't see the chat because last time I pushed it, it kind of got rid of everything and kicked me off. So I didn't push anything again. So sorry.
Well, you've got the live comments button at the top right if you're on StreamYard.
I didn't push anything. I'm on my mobile at the moment.
All right. I see. Okay.
Yeah. I pushed the back button and it kind of wiped everything.
People are asking about the heat gun. I believe that actually softens the polyester. I'm not too sure because I've never used it.
If you to turn that one in the cold, it's too brittle and it just chips out real bad.
Yeah, you can see. Oh, there's Dale.
Oh. Nope.
Yeah, you can actually see if I don't apply a bit of heat to it, it just splinters and chips and. You can't really work it while it's cold.
That's what she said.
Well, yeah. If you notice, when I applied the heat to it,
Oh,
I
that's
started
it.
getting ribbons off it. Did you see?
Yeah.
And then you can kind of tell when it goes cold again because it starts to
That's
produce
chip out again.
this horrible
It shatters.
it's like sherbet. Yeah. Right.
Rich, what I've done, mate, on ones before, if you use a like a bowl gouge or a spindle gouge or something, and use a push cut on it, the tool heats up itself, and it kind of self heats the resin. If you get what I mean.
Yeah. The problem you've got is with this is if you heat up the end of your bit, then it has an adverse effect because then it starts to soften it too much. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That's just what I've found. That's all.
Yeah, I've not used tungsten bits on resin yet.
Sorry.
I've not used the carbide tips on resin.
All right. Okay.
Want to try for next time.
Doug's in the house.
Without doubt.
Okay, do mate. Right, I'll crack on and get this sanded.
It's awfully quiet.
Said Rhubarb.
Evening, Dale.
Hello, chaps and chapesses and anyone in need
Hello,
to decide where they are. Hello,
Can I
young
be a
Jamie.
couple?
You can indeed, sir. Whatever you want to be. If you want to identify with a bowl gouge, you can be a bowl gouge.
I'll be a bowl gouge.
Better than a bowl cut.
Boom,
Yeah, that's true.
He's here all week. Warn your friends. I mean, tell your friends. Tell your friends.
I don't have any friends.
Warn your friends.
So Mr. Beardy's off making scoopies again.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's making that horrible dust at the moment.
Yeah. Hopefully he's wearing a mask.
Yeah,
He's
I
wearing
see
a mask and he's got the vacuum on as well.
I can see the vacuum. Yeah.
Yeah. The Polly's evil stuff when you turn it.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh,
Hey,
look
there
at
he
that.
is.
Look at that.
There you go.
It's like a Dorset Bane, isn't it? No, you cannot turn. Well, there's a good scroll saw portrait, Jamie. Bane from The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight
Yeah,
Rises.
bang.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
good one. There's a good one. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. That
Batman
doesn't
should
make
have
that-
had cough drops.
Sorry?
Batman should have had cough drops.
Certainly should have.
Batman.
He certainly should have. Maybe his suit was too tight. I mean, that's what's maybe going on there.
Yeah, there you go.
Wheezy McWheeze. Has everyone done their
Don't have to ask
everyone
him
done their-
boxes or briefs.
Has everyone done their pandemic shopping yet?
The what?
Their
I'm sorry?
pandemic shopping. Have you done your
Oh,
pandemic
for
shopping?
crying out loud.
Yes. We have
Yeah.
been delivered 2,000 masks at work, just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
And I used one the other day, and I got told off.
You're
I didn't realize it was for emergency use. Don't.
yeah, I mean they are
You know that you do realise those masks don't do anything.
That also.
They are to actually protect other people from your breath.
100%.
They
Yeah.
do absolutely nothing for you.
Yeah.
100%.
I did sneeze into it and then realised that was a bad idea.
It is not a snot rag with elastics on it.
No, it just comes right back. Great like that.
Yeah. At least it didn't go on to anyone else. No, conversation that we had at work today was the current thinking is that because it's almost inevitable, we'll see something that looks a bit like H1N1 or SARS emerge within London fairly quickly, they think, as the schools are going back and traveling picks up and all that sort of thing. There's a probability you'll have to self-isolate, or that would be the advice. So if you're going to do that and you're going to fall ill, you might want to have some food in the house to be able to eat.
Yeah, well, that'll not affect me. I'll never go out anyway.
You know, so as well, get some stuff in the house, folks. If you're going to be, there's a possibility you're going to be ill, so make sure you've got a few bibs and bobs to keep you going, so you don't have to make that horrible trip out to the shops.
Can't you just order in?
Well, see, I mean, that's what we did. I mean, we basically bought 3 weeks worth of stuff, so it all turned up. But you know, I mean, if you've got someone's coming to your door, you know, I mean, you're exposing them. At least that's the idea.
That's probably just Cine though, who's doing that.
Well, doing the shopping, of course it was.
No, who's ordering everything for weeks on end. She did the same with Brexit, didn't she?
She did indeed. She did indeed. But no, this was a proper conversation.
Does that mean I have to stay in the workshop for at least 2 weeks?
I mean, there you go, mate. You can self-isolate based on the principle you've got you've got COVID-19, and just hang out in the workshop in the hope that you don't get exposed.
Yeah, I might have that WD virus, that WD-40 virus as well.
You know, the problem with that is you wind up really slippy.
I know, yeah. It'd never be a sticky situation, would it?
You can tell when someone's got WD-40 virus kind of thing. They wind up spotty from all the grease. What's he down with? Oh, he's got the WD. Oh no! Where's he got it? Oh, he's got it right in the 40. Oh
no! What was the other one they done? Was it like WD-60 or 90? Or...
I don't know. They went all the way. I mean, they originally created it. I'm told that it's a cleaning solution for the Atlas series of rockets back in the spaces. That's the common myth sort of thing. I think it's true to some extent, but it works. It's great stuff. Awesome gear. Out in the chat, what do we have out in the chat? We have the young. We have the. Oh, look at this, Eggies. Mrs. Kirkwood has, in fact, brought me 2 Reese's Eggies. I'm just going to say that right now, kind of thing. These are not instead of Jaffa cakes. However, I feel I'm up in the deal. Scott the Blue Light Tunnel says they are making such a fuss over us with FFP3 masks at work. Then you see the hospital staff in like a dental mask and welly boots. My wife has said that if I have to self-isolate, I'm sleeping and living in the workshop. Well, we can all get behind that idea, Scott. I feel that's not as I feel that's a hardship we're all willing to take. Not you were being in the workshop. The rest of us all kind of do the same thing. Andy says, I work in a school. One member of staff has returned back to school from northern Italy with a cough, with a cold and a cough.
Oh, he's got a WD.
Got WD-40, mate.
Yeah. Self-isolate time.
She refuses to take the warning seriously. Self-isolate. So it looks like I might get some time off work soon.
Excellent. That's the wrong reason.
Let's hope it's just a cold. Let's hope it's just something minor. And it's free time at home, mate. I would hate to think that young Jacob will be exposed to anyone with such a potentially horrible...
Colin Bennett, hi JP, I've just bought 2 kilos, have Jack and cakes for £1.
We like Colin.
Unless that means Jaffa cakes for £1.
I'm completely... We're coming around your house, Colin.
You meant to try Jaffa cakes.
Yep, we're coming around your house, Colin.
Yeah, I think we are. Yep. We'll probably be going past there, won't we?
I'm not sure. I think... Colin, are you kind of Birmingham side?
We might just have to.
Yes, he is.
Might have to run in, rob him, and then take the rest. Go on up to Glynn.
Go and rob someone of their Jaffa.
He's up in the Midlands.
Somewhere. Swap them for the lime ones at least. We're not that evil.
Leaving behind some of those pineapple things that Wayne of the Big Feeties liked.
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, I can hear you eating that, Reese.
Mate, it's awesome.
I can hear it is.
It's totally awesome. It's one of those moments you kind of think when she tells me she's got some, it's like, you know, I knew, I mean, I've now discovered a whole new level of love that I didn't have for you, sweetheart. Prior to that.
Dale's eating it, but my blood will level up.
That's it.
I tried the Marmite peanut butter this morning.
Oh, how did that work out for you?
That's disgusting, that is.
To tell you the truth, there was neither out nor something.
Really?
I like,
Didn't really taste.
I like,
Didn't
I like
really taste the
Marmite, and I
peanut
like
butter, and
peanut,
it didn't really taste the Marmite either.
I like Marmite and I like peanut butter, but them two together should not go together.
Wait, let's just pause for a second. I feel there's important statements are being made out in the chat. Apparently, Scott has 120 Jaffa cakes, and he's really close to his JP. You know,
Oh, hello.
he's really close. Sarah on a Handmade by Sarah reckons she's got raspberry Jaffa cakes. Oh,
I never even
how do
knew
we
there
feel
was
about
raspberry.
how do we feel about raspberry Jaffa cakes, folks?
Blasphemy.
I believe it's blasphemy.
Just like fighting in an elevator.
Yeah, Colin's in Tamworth in Staffordshire, Junction 10 off the M42.
Ah, it's a wrong way, young Colin. It's the wrong way, sir. We're going up the M1 towards Scarborough.
Towards God's country.
That's it. By the time we get there,
and then they're stopping just short of God's country in Yorkshire.
boom, boom. Yes, they did. I mean, we're quite far south of God's country, kind of thing. There's at least a border of, there's several borders to cross before we get to God's country. You don't have to do that. I'm coming down to Richards. I'll bring you a couple of packets. Ah, good man. Good man. Hi, Dave. Tried the strawberry Jaffa cakes. No taste it. Oh, yes. I'd agree with you, Dave. I feel that Wayne of the Big Feeties is
right. Here's a question for you then, Dale. It
wasn't me. Nobody told me to do it. You can't prove anything.
Right. Orange flavour aside, what would be your ideal flavour of Jaffa cake?
Oh,
Jaffa cake
so I'm not allowed to pick orange, right?
Not allowed to pick orange.
So it's not a Jaffa cake then, right?
Or you're not allowed to pick orange or Jaffa cake flavour.
Well, a Jaffa cake is orange flavour, right?
Yes.
So it can't really be a Jaffa cake. Everything else is just shit that looks like it. Jaffa cake's orange. Oops, sorry. If I'd like to enhance the flavour of an orange one, I'd dip it in Talisker. That idea's gone down well with me. I quite fancy the idea of trying that.
What about Terry's chocolate orange?
Terry's?
It's not Terry's, it's yours.
Boom, boom. Lime flavoured Jaffa cake. At a push, Nick, I think you're right.
You'd always have a qualifier.
I like lime flavouring, but I'm not keen on that. The sound of lime flavoured Jaffa cakes.
I feel you would go, this is okay. I feel that's where you'd get to on that one.
They might pineapple ones.
No,
So I'm saying I like pine, but I only really like fresh pineapple.
Doug asked, "What are you making, Rich?" Fingers McLaren says he's making scoops, Doug. Apparently, Doug thinks the orange ones are nasty, but that's but Doug's from way up north and in America, so clearly his opinion on this topic must be treated with the idea that a number of Oreos may be involved. Now, if we're talking about nasty, I cannot stand the Oreos.
Oh, blasphemy! Why?
Just no. Oh. No. Oh. Don't know what's happened to Richard.
Oh.
Has Richard just passed over at the idea? Dun. Two scoops Bennett. That's what we've got going on here. Dave the Wood Barber sent him some more. Or sent you some? Yes. Dave's a good guy. Draw English, I've tried Jaffa cakes and I didn't like them. To jelly was firm for my liking. How do you like your jelly? Joy? Who can I hear feeding back to me?
It's not me. Not tonight.
Not me.
And there was the food down. Ah, there we go. It's all gone now. Whoever was doing it. But the Paul Barn says, "Send me orange Jaffa cakes. I didn't like them either." Nodded Henry. But Henry, Henry's partial to running around the field chasing unicorns, so it doesn't count. Hello, here he is.
Henry shouldn't be having them anyway. Got chocolate on them.
So the Dorset unicorn Bane is looking at your screen. What were you looking for, Rich? Oh, you cannot turn.
All right. What alcohol flavour Jaffa cake would you want?
Talisker, 51 degrees, 51 degrees north.
We
That
didn't
was
say that.
easy.
Single malt, preferably from my whiskey cupboard.
JP didn't even finish the question.
Nope.
I know.
There's no
He
point
knew.
having that. I mean, it's just straightforward. That's it. It's like, I mean, there's lots of gloriously flavorful whiskies out there, but Talisker 51 degrees is my favorite.
Fair enough.
I think for me it would have to be Asbach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a Bailey's.
See, I nearly said Kahlua.
Ah,
Nearly said
Maybe not.
Kahlua.
What kind of Baileys?
Oh,
the all just
Irish?
original.
Irish or Aldi?
Oh, Irish. It's all the same.
Is that one's
Yeah.
whiskey, one's wine, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, the whiskey. Mm.
Phil's Workshop's in the chat. Hi, Phil.
Oh, Dave's in. Dave the
Dave.
Woodbarber's in.
Hello, Dave.
All right, mate.
Davey boy. Apparently we're leaving Colin alone. Who's picking and Colin? Pineapple one's two.
What's that?
Someone's picking and calling about his pineapple taste. Single malt Jaffa cakes, red eye. Yes, that's where we're at. A butt plug for Colin. Oh, hello. Handmaid Sarah's picking on him.
Who's picking on Colin?
We're having none of that. Uh,
What's your go-to finish, Rich? I don't know. Can Rich still hear us?
Yeah, you can.
Can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, how do you finish your polyester? I found going through the grits and finishing with a teacup it works quite well on polyester.
I'll wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Real Simple Things is in the chat.
I've
Hello,
got his
Baz, you all
stickers. I've got his stickers still sitting on the side here. I haven't put it up. I should do it really.
Young Billy Burt's in the chat too. Hi, Billy.
Hey,
Evening,
Billy.
Billy.
That's nothing shiny.
Go in Monday to find out if it stayed gone. Oh, hello, I missed the start of that. Ah, how's Doug? Yes, how are you, Doug? All good? You going to hollow this out, Richard?
So now
Yeah,
I'm
It's not going to be much of a
use
scoop
the
if he
force a bit.
doesn't.
I think
more
he's
of a
just going to
mallet.
use a drill bit to hollow it out.
Oh.
Yeah, he is.
Ah, okay.
It'd be more of a mallet otherwise.
Does he know he's got to put it inside the chuck like that?
That Forstner bit was doing the thumb joke.
It was, wasn't it? See, by now I would have thought that would shear off. You know, the handle.
Well,
Look
we'll
like
have to wait and see.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't.
Well, it'll be at a slow speed anyway that he's drilling it.
Oh, yeah.
It shouldn't be too bad. Oh, John's back. He's internet trapped out. Yeah, I get a lot of that.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Fingers is asking what I'm planning for me demo tomorrow night. I've already agreed that with them, David. I'm going to be doing the usual. I'll be doing a platter with some colour and a vase, probably with some texture and colour.
What colours do you use, Wayne?
If I'm using paints, I use ordinary acrylics, metallic acrylics, Joe Sonia's iridescence. If I'm using stains, I do tend to stick with the Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours when I'm using stains.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. So hopefully I can get both them projects done in a couple of hours.
Are we good?
Earthquake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all gone wrong. Oh no,
What's gone wrong?
It is CDA's voice.
nothing.
Yeah. What have you broke?
Nothing.
That's it, Dave. Yeah, Dan. It is Dan's voice. Yes.
Hello. Yes, I'm here. Hello. I
Dan
didn't
Dyer.
push the top button because if I do, I'll kick myself off again.
It's Dan Dyer. Get
It
out of my
is.
pub.
Will you please vacate? I shall isolate myself with WD-40.
Did I pick that up right? You're planning to use WD-40 as some sort of, suppository.
Yes. Yeah, you can just spray it anywhere you like. It's really good like that.
Hi,
Yeah,
good,
you're
David. Just pissed. What's up, Billy?
The real simple things is saying that the CD is everywhere they go at the moment.
I am everywhere. I am everywhere.
We're just gonna have to randomly abuse him, Barry. That's what we're gonna have to do. Just wherever he pops up, some sort of random abuse. Something about secretly being. Have you ever seen a picture of Dan and Danny Dyer the same? Have you ever seen Danny Dyer and Dan in the same picture at the same time?
Yeah. Joy English is asking if everyone or anyone has seen the pen that Stace made with the pink and green and gold and white. I think the majority of us actually watched her do it.
Oh, is it the one from last week? Yes.
The one from Friday.
Oh, I thought that she'd popped out another one between now and then.
No, I'm sure it was the one from Friday that she put out.
Oh, hello. I missed young Sneak. Hi, Clive. How the hell are you, sir?
Hello, mate.
Sneak snuck in.
He's been in a while.
Billy Burt says, "Wow, that's a big bit." Yes, Billy, that's what she said.
It's not a big bit.
That is a big bit.
I'm saying nothing.
Someone annoy you, Billy? Says Fingers McLaren. Yeah, Fingers McLaren saying that. It's that Fingers McLaren saying that would come across as potentially quite scary. Someone annoy you, Billy? I've been here from the start, Dale. I've not, Clive. Sorry. Yes, David, my Nova Comet 2. Yes, man, it's a Nova. I've been here from the start, Dale laughs out loud. Oh, twice. And now in stereo. Oh, hello.
Well, it looks like Billy's second lead is what's annoying him at the moment.
So before we release this comment into the chat, if you guys want to go to the live chat,
I can see it already.
Sarah, we're looking at your comment and deciding and scratching our beards. Oh, someone pressed it. Who let that one go? I believe it was Mr. Page.
No, it wasn't me.
Wasn't you? Who let that one go? Fess up.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, it must have been Dan.
It probably was me. What did I do? Sorry, I can't see the live chat. I'm innocent, I swear.
Can't see anything left out loud. Got to stay quiet.
Yeah. Isolate myself.
Oh, yeah, John. Definitely. Got to get a t-shirt. Got to get t-shirts on the go. Need to design something, JP.
Yeah,
Hats, or even better, a hat with it on it.
yeah, hat.
Hats that with a logo that's right in the middle, please. Not to one side.
Yeah. That's that was Barn Rats hat that was.
Yeah.
So you can all have a go at him for that. Mr.
Oh.
Ryan Ridgely from Barn Rat
Oh.
Studios.
Oh, we might have a chat. If he's at Makers, that's one of those gentle rib shots, isn't it?
No, he lives in the States.
Yeah. Oh, so he's not going to make us. Oh, that's no fun then.
No.
Belly says, I know many people here have been happy with their Technotool products, but I wouldn't have another one. And I wouldn't have another one up my arse if I had room for a freight train. My word, I quite like that. I need to write that one down. Wouldn't have another one.
I don't think I've ever heard of that company.
What, Technotool? Is that not who the Nova comic comes from, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what he was talking about, Dale.
Yeah, I thought it was the Nova
Oh,
Voyager.
right, oh,
Yeah, it's like Nova comes from then.
Oh,
Customer
yeah,
services.
I think he's a bit pissed at with his. He's got a Nova Comet too.
Ah,
And I know he was doing some work. On it the other week to start to get it running again. But obviously, he's not very happy with the. In fact, Doug's saying that the customer service sucks.
yeah, I was just about to say that.
I held off from saying that after I read it. I thought someone else could take that one. I fell foul of it earlier on. Dear.
Yeah.
Could get so. Oh, how many folks in the chat? 5 of us then.
I'm here.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
So you can fit another one in.
Get Billy in to tell us all about it.
You can do. Can we send him a link?
Billy, would you like to come in and tell us all about it in your own words? Would that be okay, Richard?
Yes, take it as a yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen his hand. Okay for Billy to join us and tell us about his lathe problem, Richard. Thumb up.
Right, Joy's just saying about the shavings that Rich has got. Save them and try and set them in resin. Does the colour not come out when you try and do that?
Depends.
I've heard of other people trying to do that. I haven't actually seen it done yet, and I have heard that sometimes they basically just come out as white.
Melt.
Oh.
The melt. If you're putting it in, if I recall, and this is, and Richard actually asked this question to the GPS guys. If you put it in the same stuff when it's pre-hardened and you put in the resin on top of it, what happens is the previous stuff melts due to the exothermic reaction.
All right, I'm with you. Yeah.
Whereas if you put it in,
that means it gets
poly,
hot by the way.
It does. It gets a tiny bit warm. Whereas if you put the same stuff in epoxy, if that's poly and you put it in epoxy, it should be all right.
Right.
Should be.
Does
Ramsdale,
epoxy not get hot then?
it depends on the stuff you get, mate. Usually the fast set stuff goes really hot. Whereas if you get slow set stuff, its temperature curves are much more balanced. I tell you who would know all about this. Richard, Billy's backstage.
He's too busy sanding.
He's too busy sanding.
Yeah.
He's being Bane from Dorset.
I'm gonna have to shoot everyone. I've got an appointment with the kettle.
Have
Okay,
you?
Dad.
It's all right. You can make a
Put it
cover
on
and
mute.
come back.
Go off. Come back.
I will.
Laughs out loud. He can't hear you.
Yeah, no worries.
Someone tickle Richard and tell him that we've got someone waiting to come in backstage.
Richard.
Tickle
It's a
Richard.
shame I can't.
Andy,
flip
nick
it.
round to Richards and tickle him, please.
Oh, just extracting the filter bits for a minute there.
Oh,
Hello.
Richard.
Hello.
Richard.
Can you hear me?
Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Oh, here we go. There's the
Hello.
man.
There he is.
Evening, Billy.
How's it going,
How are
guys?
you, sir? Tell us. Please lie down on the couch, Mr. Burt, and tell us about your mother. I mean, your lathe.
Let me kick back here a little bit. Oh, it's just I put a new belt on it last week, and it was all well and good, but it's I cannot get the tailstock tight to save my life, and I had a resin and scrap wood bowl on it yesterday, or not bowl, blank. I was going to make a small vase about 8 inches long, about 5 inches wide. I had the shape just exactly where I wanted it, and it keeps loosening up. I was turning this. My Powermatic was tied up with a big natural edge hollow form, and so I'm turning it on my Nova, and I had it the shape I wanted. I'm turning it between centers. I was getting ready to turn a tenon on the bottom for a chuck, and the tailstock loosened up on me again, and it threw that blank, weighs about 8 pounds, threw that blank into the tool rest, snapped the tool rest level with the top of the banjo, hit me in the belly, and I've got a mark for my problems, or for the effort. Anyway, I'm fed up. If I ever buy another technical tool product, it'll only be a set of jaws for my record power chuck.
Blimey.
Yeah.
So
That's a nightmare.
so far, what you're saying is it's a bit poo.
Is what?
It's a bit poo. That's what you just said.
It is. Yes, it is a bit poo. To make a short story long. Anyway, yeah, I just can't. I don't know. I crank down on it as hard as I can, and there's just no way I can get it to stay put. I'm not going to take it apart to try to mess with it to figure out why. I took it off the stand a little while ago and set it over on my spare bench. I'm going to list it for sale and buy me a replacement.
Probably the best. I mean, if you've lost love with it, it's the best thing to do, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. I was
could-
tickled to death when I first bought it. Except it's the tailstock has always been hard to tighten.
Yeah. Is it possible it's just faulty? I mean, is it just maybe another tailstock you need? I mean, I'm asking, not necessarily.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Yes.
Can I just jump in and answer a question that Scott was asking?
Go on.
Scott was asking, for people who do tuition, do you get your students to do repeat cuts so they get good tool control? That's a very good idea to do that, Scott. I would always also recommend whenever you go in the workshop, and this is for anybody, not just for people who do tuition, for wood turning in general, always do a warm-up. Put a spindle blank between centres, turn it down into round, and practice doing beads and coves for 5 or 10 minutes. Because it just increases your muscle control or your muscle memory. So that's a good thing to recommend to anybody as well.
They say the same thing about a scroll saw. You want to cut something just to get your eye in again, especially if you've not been on it for a couple of days. Just to get your eye in for your turns or whatever you're doing. It's exactly the same thing. Just cut shapes. Use a thimmy pattern or something like that when you're doing it too. But yeah.
So Rich is now using the belt sander to shape the scoop. I've got to say, this is something I haven't actually seen before. using the belt sander. Whenever I do scoops, I take it across to the bandsaw and cut the piece off on the bandsaw, then sand it. So that looks like a grand idea. That does.
That's not a bad idea, Wayne.
It
I've
seems
used
a lot easier.
I've always used the bandsaw as well. That's rather ingenious, actually.
It's because he's Bane from Dorset, isn't it? No,
he's actually given Richard's actually given me an idea for one of my lives now.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the plastic coffee scoops that you get with coffee makers and things.
Yeah.
Doing one of them. In fact, I've got one in my coffee pot. I've got one in my coffee pot which I turned about 25 years ago, and I'm still using it. You've just got to make a wee jig to put into your chuck so you can turn the inside of the scoop out. Because all you do is you turn a sphere with a stem, cut it in half, and then remount it in a jig so you can actually turn the middle of the scoop out.
Mm.
But that sanding idea for doing this type of scoop is absolutely brilliant. Must remember that one.
Is it the material, you think, Richard, that makes the sander a better idea than taking it to the bandsaw? I'm just wondering how wood would react when you do that with wood.
Wood would react fine. It's actually a lot safer doing it Richard's way than obviously putting something spherical through a bandsaw.
That's the reason I do it. I think I've got more control doing it this way. And I can get that nice sweeping edge on it. I mean, I don't like holding anything that's round in the bandsaw at all.
No, that's understandable.
What would also be the chances of it actually going through the bandsaw and just the vibration just ripping it apart?
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Plus, by sanding it, you haven't got the cut marks, so you haven't got to spend that much more time on just finishing this edge up. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I see an articulated arm system holding a dust collection hose.
Yeah, that's right, Billy.
So I thought for a second you were going to break into a chorus of Bohemian Rhapsody there, Billy. I see a little silhouette of a scoop. Scaramouche, scaramouche. So that disappointed when it turned out to be dust collection.
What I wouldn't recommend you do, though, and believe me, I've found out the hard way, is try and sand the inside of that after you've cut your slot off the top, because it tends to catch your finger and turns your finger inside out.
Yeah, yeah, it will do. Yeah.
But to be honest, it doesn't matter. It's bit of sanding abrasive paste in there. It's all right.
Mind you, you could turn it into a turn and amputation jig.
You could, yeah. That'd soon dislocate your wrist and your shoulder, I reckon. So all I'm doing now is I'm creating a nice smooth edge on here.
Yeah.
Because this stuff can be sharp if it's... I mean, if you made a knife out of this and you sharpened it, it would cut meat. No problem at all.
Can you slow down your sanding out?
Joy's just put in that you saw a video where they made two scoops at once. They turned them from one log with a handle on both ends, then cut them in half, cut them apart with an S cut before turn them all off. Is that an S cut on there? Yeah.
That would work. Yeah, you could see that. I'm just saying to Fingers McLaren, can you slow down how you're sanding, Richard, just so David can see how to do it without sanding to Fingers.
This is a family channel. I apologise for any of my lovely young scouts that'll be watching this tomorrow after school.
It's a complete because he hurt his 2 fingers when he was sanding the other day.
Okay, then.
Well, no, he'd stopped sanding, then he touched the wood as it was still slowing down, and his fingers got jammed.
That's it. So he did hurt his 2 fingers during a sanding operation.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, Nick, but I've tried it either way, and I prefer it this way of doing sanding it after, because I can see what I'm doing in there, if that makes sense.
Handmade by Sarah and young Colin are having a bit of a chit chat. So is this like an arm wrestling competition, or is it that scene from? Is it that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, where one of you sits down at one side of the table, the other one sits down at the other side of the table, and it's a drinking festival? Fingers McLaren says, "Yeah, ended up with broken fingers."
Sarah will kick his backside.
You right?
Yeah, she's just said duel at 20 paces.
And she knows where you live. She knows where you live, Dad. Don't forget that.
So is it like? Is it like an opportunity? So I'll have a $5 on your dad, just just for the accumulator in this. Yeah, that one would have to be on Instagram. You'd have to post that as a my story on Instagram if that meet ever took place. We're always like that, PJ. She's a lovely lady. Oh, Colin's going for the charm now. Well makes everything.
Yes,
Hi, Well.
He's scared. That's why.
Evening, Will.
Well.
Barry reckons Colin's wimped out.
Oh, right. What are we? Oh, Aaron.
You are 78 minutes in, 26 now watching, 24 likes.
Cool.
Your highest watch so far since I've been here was 34. It's dwindled since I arrived.
Maybe we might catch you later then, Dale. Nice knowing you.
I think that's a wise move. I think it's a wise move, Richard. It's a wise move.
It's because Dan left. That's what it is.
I reckon it's Dan.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know. Oh, Jay's in. I didn't even notice Jay was in.
Dan's obviously the big draw. But we're up to 29 watching. Clearly. I've had a word with a few folk trying to recover the situation.
This is the bit that I always don't like. Parting it off.
So she said.
Will I be at the NEC? Yes, I will.
WTF, Mike? Hey, Beard.
Hey, Mike.
Hello, Mike. Okie dokie then. What am I doing? Sort yourself out.
Potting off now, I would reckon. Are you going for a bit of grit or some other paste?
No, just throwing it smashing on this tailstock.
Oh, tailstock?
Sorry, bed. The bed.
Okay. There he is. Yeah. That's an impressive noise, sir.
It's an annoying noise.
One can only hope that was produced by the equipment in front of you and not by some other means.
the scary thing about noises like that, it usually means you're setting up harmonics, and that's never a good thing.
Getting harmonics is a bad thing. Definitely a bad thing. Unless you're playing a harmonica, in which case getting harmonics is the whole point.
Yes.
I feel this is going nowhere, and I'm going to shut up on this particular thread. It's not funny at all.
That sounds like a plan.
This thread has been cancelled. This conversational thread has been cancelled due to lack of amusement. When followers, please take a replacement joke service driven by Jamie. Oh, Jamie's falling asleep at the wheel.
No, I'm here.
Hi, Sarah. Already done, Dale. 710 backwards is 017, huh?
Oil.
Is it really? Doesn't look like oil. It looks like 017. I mean, like actually backwards.
Upside down and backwards, yes.
Yeah, upside down and backwards, yeah. Of course, Jay's in Australia. That makes complete sense now.
Jay's just having his morning coffee.
Yes. Jay, where are you in Oz again, sir? I've forgotten. Is it kind of like you something of a townie, or are you more out of town?
But I can't remember either.
Brisbane.
Where's Vegas?
Oh.
Vegas is all right for a
No,
weekend.
I'm sure. Sydney comes to mind, but I'm not too sure.
What does Sydney have to do with Jay?
Ask Jay.
30 kilometres. Adelaide. There we go.
Or maybe he's keeping that secret.
There we go.
Oh, he's in Adelaide. Oh, well, I was totally wrong then.
So there's a question. So is
Which isn't unusual.
Is the upside down 710? Is that for the road truck? The answer would clearly be no.
He's in Salisbury.
Well, that's a bit of a trek to Adelaide. That's a bit more than 30 kilometres.
Ah, isn't it? Bit further than 30 k's.
It is. It is indeed.
Salisbury's a bit more expensive than Tesco's, I think.
Boom.
Salisbury's only down the road from me, you know.
Yeah, but I thought you liked to sort of shop in Tesco's or Morrison's.
Nah, not Morrison. Too expensive. Oh, there you go. Simple little.
Looks good, mate.
Very nice, Rich.
That
Good.
looks great, Rich.
Don't know
Very
what I'll
cool.
do with it, but I don't know. We'll see.
So Mike's asking, what the heck did you just make? A sugar scoop? It can be a sugar scoop, coffee scoop, flour scoop, poop scoop, any type of scoop you want to make.
And I'll tell you what, I've seen loads of these being made, but they've usually got quite large handles to them. And the reason I make these quite short is because you can still put it in a pot, a coffee pot or something with a lid on it. And you haven't got this great big handle sticking out the top. So that's the reason I make them. So they've got a little handle. But, I do.
And so kids can make the tea.
Yeah. Have you tasted one of Thomas's teas?
Nah.
Thomas,
I drink coffee.
I think I've tried one. Didn't we get one? Didn't we get one of Thomas's teas when we were down one night doing? Is that not the night Jamie caught? Is that not the night Jamie caught the bull?
possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I had coffee. I thought it was all right.
That's why you had lightning reflexes, JP. You were totally stoned on
I don't know what you put in it.
excessive amounts of caffeine. Caffeine.
Yeah.
I take it. Thomas doesn't have a tea making badge then.
Oh,
No.
there you go.
No.
You should create one.
See,
Snuggy's naffy badge.
Thomas is too cool. Most of the time, he's too cool to turn up to Scouts with his shirt on, you know. But you know, a leader that allows his son to turn up without his shirt and his badges and all that sort of stuff, it doesn't say a lot, does it? Really? Anyway,
Young Dave says,
after that.
"Can you answer these 3 questions? Largest mammal, blue whale. 2, what is Texas well known for? Don't
barbecue.
know, but I remember they were a Scottish band, so something to do with East Kilbride, I seem to remember. The main meat of cows. Ooh, there's rump steak, I would think.
Yeah.
Cow meat, I think.
Now say the
4,
answer.
first 3 letters of the 10th month said together. 10th
Oct.
month.
Oct.
Right. So that one would be OCT.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Where I feel that there was a trap lurking there for a Scotsman. So we're not having any of that, Dave. You need to get up a little earlier in the morning, young man.
Burger. Oh, right.
Burger.
Yeah, I'm
Made me
not
have a
gonna.
cow.
Oh, okay. So is Dan gone, has he?
He has. He's wandered off for a brew, he says.
Okay.
You know, he took all your audience with you. It wasn't me at all.
He must make terrible brews then, because some of them come back.
Yep.
Oh God, Dave.
Told you. They got up about it's one of those kind of things. So what's about 10th month? What does it start with? How could that sound?
Wheel oil beef hooked.
Yep.
I think Dale's the only one that can remember the Brady Bunch, Dad.
The Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
Every time he had to go. Yeah. Great.
See, when I see this, it's like a crap version of the opening sequence to Superman. You know, for the trying General Zod. This is what this reminds me of, kind of thing. So which one of
So, what are we on? I'm not going to make this next one in half an hour.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. I'll just call it that for tonight.
Cool.
I think
Alright,
have a look
okay.
at. If you're all right, stick around for chat. The chat seems quite busy. Texas is the only state that can. What's that?
That can
say?
secede from the Union.
Is what she meant.
Oh, okay.
Texas is the only state that can secede from the Union without the threat of civil war. That's why it's called the Lone Star State.
I thought it was because Chuck Norris lived there. I might be wrong.
Yeah, who's it?
Yes, that is not the correct answer, Dale.
I thought it was because ZZ Top selling all the cars. I mean, is that another reason?
So I saw a post yesterday, and it says $1.77 for gas, no state income tax. I can drink with a plastic straw while carrying a 45 and eating a water burger. God bless Texas.
That's correct. Actually, gas was down to $1.89 last week.
Is that a gallon?
Yes.
I mean, Texas must just wind up California just for the hell of it.
Well,
Whatever California wants to do, Texas just winds it up.
We get more than our share of Californians moving to Texas, especially the Austin area.
Yeah.
That's why we
Really,
all
I
keep
think
saying,
that-
"Don't California my Texas."
At the moment, I think we're on close to probably just over £5 a gallon, which is, I don't know what, just over $4, or just under $3.
4.5 liters to the gallon. So it's
Yeah.
probably closer to 6.
Probably close to £6 a gallon. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
you want, Wayne, is a hybrid car.
No, what I want is some money.
Don't we all, Wayne?
I'm just trying to figure out what the next feature of Dale's car is going to be when I get into it.
I tell you what, this summer's got Defender conversion written all over it. So it does.
I've got to say, I love this retirement log, but the money sucks.
So it does. Get an old battered Defender and change all the running gear out for Tesla. That'd be hilarious.
Well, I think you need to speak to Steve Cable at the weekend about that.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
Steve
well,
I think he's a petrol head. We know what he like. We know he likes his Landies.
Yeah,
he definitely
likes fixing them.
Yeah, I think there's a guy in Wolverhampton does the conversion to Tesla running gear in old British cars. I know a guy had an old MG done, an old Mark II MG done, and the thing's just whisper quiet and stupidly fast and massively dangerous, and you've just got to get behind that idea. The state of Texas is larger than most countries, says Joey.
Yep, it is.
You're right. I suspect you're right.
So is the state of Alaska.
Think of these pretty shavings then.
Go on then. Let's wear some. Oh wait, I wondered where you were going with that.
Oh, don't show them to Stace.
Stacey will be saying, "Bag them, bag them."
Oh, it's I have literally got buckets full of this thing stuff.
Are you going to make a life-size unicorn with pink and blue and all this? I mean, look at that. I mean, there's nearly a unicorn out of all that. The mane for the unicorn.
Loads of it. I'll mix it all together and what's that one over there? Oh, there's the other one.
Saying that Alaska is half the size of the US.
That's cool. Look at that one.
Yeah, pretty close.
That's like little spots on that one.
Cool.
Nice.
Alaska's half the size of the US.
Yeah,
or us.
Pretty
Is
much.
that US or us? Because he did write US. It could be us. If he done in capitals, I might have said US.
I don't know. If you put me and you together, deal.
Yeah.
I think we could take over. I
reckon.
If you put us up in the air over the US, it'd probably blot out everything.
Listen. I'm surprised with the four of us on this side of the screen. Most people's monitors aren't flipping over.
True that.
Quick, Richard, put your compressor on the other side of the screen so this doesn't tip. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I've just stood up. That's why I wobbled.
That's why I wobbled the screen.
Oh, Nathan's leaving. Night, Nathan.
Night, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan.
Hello.
Later, Nathan.
Oh,
hello.
What's this, young Richard?
I believe we've seen this pot before.
This is last week's. It's dry now. It's taken all this time for this to go off, and so I'm going to take it back a little bit with the sandpaper.
Is this a slab piece?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Boy, I understand the all week to go off stuff.
Wait. Barry's asking, what's a Facebook dad? Is that a question for you, Dad, Barry? Or is it the impression, or is it some other deeper, slightly more mischievous? And what's a Facebook dad? Not sure about that one. It's a very worrying comment.
I sent my dad a message to see if he can come in. See if he can get out. And
so Red Eye Dave has just said if you were over in the UK, it would be $5.85 a gallon.
Wow.
$5.85 a gallon.
Yeah.
so,
Hey, Rich. The polyurethane on that Cocobolo hasn't dried yet.
has it not?
No. It's still just a little bit tacky. It's perfectly dry over the resin and the walnut, but That Cocobolo, inside and out, it's still pretty tacky, driving me crazy.
Oh God!
But it's pretty.
Don't know what's happened to that. Yeah, it's a lovely bowl. It's turned out really nice. It's
Thank you.
totally. It's a what can I say? It's a new style of bowl. There's not many people doing it like that, are they? Really? If
No,
any.
I've not seen one.
No, it's nice. So why did Nick have to turn the screen off? He had to hide the screen when I put the shavings up.
Because Stace will go berserk and desperately want to beat them all up.
Yeah.
I'll have to bag some up and send them up to her then.
She can make a
Red
pen
Eye
out.
Dave saying the Bulls turned out like that, Rich, because it's cheap lacquer.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
I'd say Stacey's making some awesome pens at the moment.
Yeah, she's been doing a good job.
Yeah, that I like that. Is it coffee and cream? She called it.
I
that's what
believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If anyone ain't checked out Stacey on TikTok, that's something you got to do as well. Yeah. And if you haven't got the app, go and download it just to go and look at Stacey on TikTok because it's funny as hell.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't know she was on TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anybody's interested, this weekend we are having a small meet-up at Glen Senior's Place,
At the Grit.
the Yorkshire Gritman, and we are going to be turning a 3.5 foot diameter by 10-inch deep.
Lord save us.
The bowl we're turning into a meet.
3.5-inch diameter, 10-inch deep.
No,
3.5 foot.
feet.
Oh,
That's going to be
Lord
interesting.
save us. Lord save us.
damn.
I think, Wayne, we might want to convince Glenn to refer to it as the Yorkshire Grit Mine we're going to.
Yeah.
I think that's it, the Grit Mine.
You putting it on a VB, are we?
Yeah, it's going on the VB. It's going on Glenn's VB.
How it's
There's some
getting
caves
on
down
the
where I
VB.
live that are smaller than that.
Yeah. There's a
He's got a freestanding rest.
Yeah.
So we'll be turning that at the weekend. Jeff's asking if somebody's going to be videoing it. I think there's going to be various cameras about. I'm
I'm
thinking about taking mine down because I want to put it on my channel. JP's certainly bringing cameras. Dale's bringing cameras. So
Yep.
I think it's going to be around and about a fair bit.
There'll be a fair amount of sort of pop-ins on Facebook and lives and Instagram shenanigans. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
sure.
do something that big on my Powermatic if I slid the headstock down to the end, but I've not had the need or the desire to turn anything quite that large yet.
This bowl is nearly the same size as Scarborough.
Yeah. The biggest I can do on mine is 21 inches, and I have actually done that, and it didn't struggle at all, which is good because it means I can push it further.
That's what she said.
Make the bowl blank thicker.
So, Nick's just turned around and said that hiding the screen didn't help because he still had the audio on.
Oh, damn.
So Steve heard about the shavings.
Oh dear.
So,
And she said, can you guess what she said?
I've got visions of Nick having to rugby tackle Stace as she leapt across the room to try and get on. No!
Both fighting to get to the postman first.
Been saying 3 foot turn should go live. We'll do something, Jay. We might not do live the whole day.
We're certainly going to be doing something during the day. Oh, Donna's in. Evening, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
don't anyone press show to have read this one. Claire's being naughty. Let's just check how naughty. That looks all right. I'm not sure why it's suspended that one. Someone to press show.
Hello, Claire.
Well, Claire's going to slap somebody into the middle of next week.
Which is interesting because the previous one is the one that is suspended, and slapping someone into next week seems okay according to Facebook.
Where's these bloody grits?
What,
I'm losing my marbles. Losing. Come on.
What you need from that is some of that stuff from up north, mate, in and around Scarborough. Flaming Turner, I hate turning you wood. I've had to keep looking round to see if this. What are you chuckling at?
I'm chuckling at Nick's comment there.
Yeah,
that you were just reading out.
I hate you, Wood. I have to keep looking round to see if Stace is there, holding a bag ready. Yeah. That's what she's. I mean, she hasn't actually. There's an earworm. She's there with a bag underneath whatever he's turning.
On the plus side, at least you've got someone to clean up after you.
Well, boom. There's a bonus. There's a bonus.
I have to do it myself.
I was getting into trouble today because the floor looked a little bit dirty in the video, according to my wife. So she says it looks a little bit dirty. Gonna have to clean that. Okay. You know the way? Okay. Yes, boss. Claire says, I'm a little angry, Jeff. Are you? But yeah, my sister rang me, so I had to go. Hope everyone's okay, Claire. Although, if you want to be called a little angry Jeff, then that's fine with us.
That's what I was thinking.
If you identify with a little angry Jeff, that's fine with us. I mean, who are we to judge?
You can always be one of the other seven dwarfs.
Boom, boom.
That is so much better.
What did you do?
I flattened that orange peel off, took a couple of layers of the lacquer down, and then I've just put some Axe paste on, and now I'm going to put a bit of. Yeah, that's totally flat now. I don't know what's going on there. I haven't got a clue what's going on there. Can you see that on camera? Can you see it?
I can see that, Rich. It's probably just a blemish in the wood.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens.
Well, it is what it is, you know. I'm not too worried.
Yes, Barry. Yes, Barry. Right. She's particularly particular sort of thing.
Joy is having to leave because she's having problems with internet.
Sorry, Joy. Come back if you can.
Oh, Nick says she's only grabs 2 handfuls, and because she's got small hands, and he has to clean the rest.
I'll pop some in the post. I'll pop some in the post for you, Nick, and then you can fight Stace for it or use it as leverage.
What you want to do, Nick, is you want to tell her that you want to make a massive bowl out of the shavings, and tell her to grab the rest of it.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. With dustpan and brush.
And just tell her you need all of it.
So, Wayne, are you up for being invaded soon?
Steady on, girl. I mean, there's a question to add.
You
could talk down because I've invaded you already, and you loved it.
Hey.
I'm younger than him, kind of thing. It's a man of Wayne's years. That's what's going on. Hold on, I'm getting in trouble.
Are we talking about internet invasion here?
Yeah, I've got the first overseas one going out Thursday at 8:00 as a premiere. Right. So you can kind of see it's just exactly the same. It's just that I'm not there. That's all. and it's done over StreamYard. Really simple. I did Emmett's, and he did it on his mobile phone. So, you know, it's not. I learned a lot from that one, to be honest. But for instance, I'll be wearing headphones on the next one because you can kind of hear. Well, you'll see if you watch it Thursday, you'll see the problem with the sound. But you know, it is what it is. It's done.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And
Okay.
next, I'm just trying to think what I'm doing the next couple of weeks. Not a hell of a lot, really. Right, I've got shop duty on the 2nd and the 4th of March, so I'll not be in the house. Other than that, I don't think I'm doing a great deal, telling the truth. So, anytime.
Cool. Just let me know what evenings you've got. I mean, unless you want to do it in the daytime, it's fine.
Well,
and-
either or. I mean, seeing as how I don't work anymore.
Oh, do it in the day then.
During the day.
Yeah, do it in the day. Yeah,
fine.
yeah. How about you, Billy? You up for it?
Up for what?
A Beard Invades.
Sure. Bring it on.
Okay. What I'll do is we'll go in the Hangouts one of the nights, and I'll explain how I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're just going to go and hang out later on tonight.
Well, could do if you like. I don't mind.
Or just stay on the stream after the
Yeah,
after
yeah,
your
we'll do
live's
that then.
finished.
We'll do that then. Yeah.
Well, Claire's just asked what wood it is, and Andy's answered us, so that's okay.
It's I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this wood.
Well, you took out some of the orange peel.
Yeah, yeah. Well, most of the orange peel's gone, but
That's all that took a
it
Japanese.
seems, yeah, it seems to be absorbing in different. Some of it's a lot softer than other parts of it. It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
Right.
like it.
Yeah,
it's all right.
The places where it's still dull is where it's soaked in.
Yeah, but it looks all right. So, I think
Wayne
Is
of the
Andy-
Big Features just come in. Evening, Wayne. Evening, Val.
you're doing the finial, aren't you, Wayne, for this?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Of the feeties.
And I think Andy, did you say you were going to do the top for it, the lid?
I think he did.
Right. Sorry, I'm
not-
back now.
Hello, Wayne of the Big Feets and Valerie.
Right. What were you talking
Right,
about?
if I-
with then, yeah.
If Andy's going to do the top, can I just say to him, don't drill a hole for the finial until the finial arrives.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause obviously, I haven't decided what diameter it's going to fit into yet.
That'll make a cool lid, though.
What do you reckon, Andy? Do you want this piece? It's exactly the right depth as well. Look at that. But
You might lose a bit with turning it around, though.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you're going to need a
The
bit.
piece of wood underneath, and then have that glued onto the piece of wood, and then another wee piece of wood on top.
best thing you can do, Andy, is come over here and use the bandsaw hole jig. Sorry, the circle jig that I've got, and then take it away. Or unless you want me to cut it for you, I don't know. I don't know.
Could he not do his live at your place?
Sorry.
Could he not do his live at your place?
Of course, yeah, if he wants to.
That means that if he keeps the bowl on that chuck, it'll keep it perfectly centered. Then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just thinking. This is where's that gone? Tape measure. Come on, tape measure. I've lost it. We're losing everything tonight. Ah, there we go. So this is 7mm thick. So I'm wondering if I was to cut a circle for Andy, maybe he can engrave something into it. I don't know. And then fill the engraving with black paint or something. I don't know. So that's quite nice as well.
Oh, that's pretty.
And that's like a.
I think that would go nice with it. I mean, that would complement the wood.
Oh, it's about. Oh, you know what? That'll work. That'll work. That one will. That's like mother of pearl.
Yeah, that kind of complements the wood.
Yeah. What else have I got? I've got loads of this stuff. I've got tons of it.
Yeah,
Or
I
there's
like
that
that blue
one.
one too, Claire. Oh, that one's cool too.
That's nice.
That'll do. I mean,
You get strips of all different colours and put them in like a herringbone kind of pattern.
could do, yeah. That will look nice, actually. I think that one is really cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
But whatever Andy wants to do, if he's got time, that is. Right then.
Rich,
Oh,
Scott
well.
said, are they cutoffs or does GPS sell them that way?
You can buy them that way. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yep. These are. When we last went to GPS, Alison just got on the saw and just cut a load of these up for us, random sizes.
Sweet.
But you can buy this in sheets. I don't know if you've seen what a pen blank looks like before it's cut up. You recognise that as a pen blank, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it comes like, sheets. Right. And they just cut it the same width down, and then you end up, that's probably about 8 pen blanks there. But that's what it comes like.
Wayne of the Big Feeties, are you working on Friday?
Dale, if you were going to ask something there, realistically, we've got enough people.
I was going to say, as we're on our way up, I was going to pop in and say hi.
All right, okay.
Andy, all right?
Yeah.
Andy!
Andy!
I picked that one out already. Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. Is that the one you're going to use?
That was the one you just showed that one, Rich. That was the one that I was going to choose.
What, for this pot?
King of the Vikings.
Yeah.
Did you want to come over and cut it on my bowl cutting jig? You'll get a perfect circle then.
Like a perfect circle.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's cool, man. I got to pop round at some point this week anyway.
Yeah, okay, cool. So Claire asks, how do you cut it, Rich? You can cut it with normal saw, you can cut it with a bandsaw, you can cut it with a jigsaw. The only problem you've got is clearing away the cuts, not the sawdust, but what would you call it, the swarf? Or what? If you cut it on a scroll saw, you can tend to melt the back of it as you're going along, and it seals itself back shut. If you cut it on a bandsaw, it clears away the debris, so it doesn't have a chance to heat up and glue itself back together. Same as a a bench saw, you cut it through a bench saw, then it's not going to clog up and stick. I think I've got a little piece here. I can show you. See, I cut this with a what is it? Where are you? Where are you hiding? Anyway, it was a really fine spiral blade, and it didn't glue back together when I was going through it. It was lovely. But if I put a normal blade on, a flat pinned blade, then it'll glue the back of it back together as I go, because it's so thick. It generates more heat. Well, JP's the one to explain that.
Yeah, I think it's probably with the spiral blade, it causes more of a kerf.
Yeah,
because it's a little bit thicker than a thin blade. And obviously with a thin blade, where it's so thin, and there's no teeth there, it's nothing but friction on the sides. Yeah. So that's when the heat builds up.
Sure, is it not the number of teeth though? Because the spiral's quite sparse when it comes to teeth. As it goes round the blade, you've not got teeth in contact all the time with the front of it.
That would be a similar thing to using bandsaw as well.
Yeah.
You know, because you get very fine teeth on bandsaws, and you get very coarse ones, skip teeth.
Yeah.
And so, that'd be the same type of thing.
The thing with the difference between a bandsaw and a scroll saw is you got the bandsaw's got one continuous blade. The scroll saw,
it's a continuous cut. Yeah.
It's like getting 2 bits of wood and something like that to start a fire.
But the spiral would behave like a skip tooth, though. You know, from the point of view of blade contact and the cutting face, it'd be like a skip tooth. Same as the.
So it's clear as a sword.
It would do, but from your point of view, GP, it's an interesting side point because I can visualize how the blades at the edge would keep it clear. Do you know what I mean? The kerf would be quite wide, and you'd be cutting clear on the side. So
you'd have the teeth at the front doing the cutting, and the teeth at the sides clearing it out.
Keeping it clear, yeah, totally. I could see that.
And when you're carving it, if you've got a slightly blunt bit on your Dremel, it acts more of a polishing tool rather than a cutting tool.
There you go.
That's not big enough, isn't it?
What was that?
I've got a nice big piece of that.
It's lovely, isn't it? That.
Is that the sound of? Is that the mating call of a beard there? I mean, did I hear that right?
So, do you want to know what my next build's going to be then?
Go on then, sir.
Go on then.
Have you seen the Saxon type combs that they used to make with bone? Saxon Vikings, they cut them out of sticks of bone, didn't they? Yeah. Well, I'm going to make some beard combs. I'm going to make Andy one as well on the bandsaw. So, but it's going to be out in some funky colours.
Cool. I want to qualify what Andy's going to do with a comb. With all due respect,
he'll probably
kind of wedge in the beard, kind of thing.
He knows me
too
well.
What? Are you trying to hide your beard,
Be precious with personal grooming. Oh, saying that, I had dreadlocks.
Yeah.
One love.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's a good deal. I need to do something for the Record Power scroll booth, don't I? As well.
Yeah. Gotta do a thing.
Actually, I better check my email, see if I've heard that.
I'm gonna head out of here right now, guys, and leave this open for somebody else. I need to let my dogs out to potty anyway.
Billy.
So I'll still be in the chat. I'll be watching.
See you in a bit.
And we've got a few people leaving in the chat as well.
The cat and the fish crafting. Hiya.
Yeah, that's Eva. She's coming right at the end.
Good night, guys. Thanks for coming in. Gonna have
Claire's up as well.
Ciao, lovely peoples.
See you later, Claire.
See you later. You think you're working with Claire and you're trying to... Cool. Thanks for coming in, guys. Everyone that's off out. We've still got 30 in. That's good.
Okay, do we do a barbershop quartet thing going on now? Do we?
No.
So.
Well, you four can. I won't.
You would bowl. Every barbershop is supposed to have a bowl. How do you feel about being red and white all the way up and down?
Oh, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello.
Good Lord, listen to that. Well, hey.
Right, so Cat and the Fish Crafting is asking, is there a place I know where and who's live? Okay.
Right, I think we'll put that. I'm sure we pointed out to you the other night, Eva. If you go on Facebook page We Make TV, I think Steve has got it on there when people are live. But just off the top of my head, Monday night is Andy, EH Bespoke. He's usually on about 9:15. Tuesday night is Rich, who's on now, the Beard Time 16. He's usually on at 8 o'clock. Wednesday night is myself. I'm usually on at 8 o'clock, apart from tomorrow, because Thursday night, turning with Steve Goodell usually does a live where he's got somebody else on with them. Friday night, Stace is on. Saturday night, Nick's on, the Flamin' Turner.
You missed one.
Who?
Zach Higgins is on.
Oh, Zach Higgins doing his resin is usually on at around about, I think it's 11 p.m. UK time.
UK, 11 UK time, yeah.
Yeah. Sunday, we usually have Dale on in the afternoon doing some scroll sewing. Steve Trudell comes back in Sunday evening around about 9 o'clock doing a live, and we have the Makers International podcast live at 9:30. And then usually after the podcast, Jamie does a premiere on YouTube at around about 11 o'clock.
And occasionally Caitlin.
Yeah.
And Caitlin does one at around about midnight on a Sunday night as well.
Yeah.
And
I think I've got everybody there, didn't I?
If I can get the victims, then I'll do an invasion on a Thursday as well. I might do that at 10 o'clock, though, instead of 8. What do you reckon? Because it'd be better for the...
It's North America, then it's just the Americans better.
Yeah.
It may well do. You might have some people who are already watching Steve on a Thursday night.
What time do we start?
Steve usually starts about 9 o'clock, 9:30 on a Thursday night.
Oh, right. So I could... Yeah. And what time does he finish?
Yes.
He doesn't.
Very good question. I think last week he finished about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, right. Okay. So, well, I'll see what I can see what I feel like, and I might just. Do you reckon just keep it to 8 o'clock as it always has been?
I think just keep it till 8 o'clock to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
I'm sure somebody put a spreadsheet out about the times as well.
What's the name did it? What's the name did it? Oh hell, Jamie. Who's the? Oh, not Jamie. That's it. That's her.
Who was that?
Amy from the Ashes.
Amy from the
Ashes.
Right. Yeah, she did it.
Oh, right. Well, I'll have to get in touch with her and I'll put it on my Instagram.
I sent her a list.
Yeah.
I think she's got you on as well.
David's off. See you, David. Thanks for coming in.
I know.
Nick said as well, if he does a premiere, because he sometimes does a premiere on a Friday night as well, and he usually does that before Stitch goes live.
Yeah. I know maybe I said too much done a podcast last night, but they normally do it early hours of the morning for UK folks. But I mean, I think it was something like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning UK time. They did it. So,
talking of podcasts, people should check out Andy Pugh's podcast. He's brilliant. Love him to pieces, and interesting to hear his thoughts. He is an interesting bloke and love him to pieces. Big shout out to that, Andy.
Tales of the Tinkerage.
Thank you, JP.
Thoughts from the Tinkerage.
Tales of the Tinkerage is his channel.
Tales from the Tinkerage always makes me think of small animals and by the riverbank. I don't know why. Always does.
He's not sat by the riverbank though. He's sat there waiting to pick his daughter up from
usually.
The club she goes to.
usually when he's been dad's taxis.
Right, there's a link. If you haven't checked out our Andy Pugh, I've just put a link in the.
Right, Billy's just come in the chat and said that he usually does a premiere at 3. That's Central. Is that Central time for US?
Yeah, Central.
On a Friday.
And they're 6 hours behind us.
Usually pops up around lunch.
Right then, shall we call it, guys? It's 2 hours, 8 minutes. So, I hope you enjoyed it. It's only a silly little thing tonight, but, you know, they look quite cool. But
it looks like the one you made, Sanyi.
What did you use that for, then?
Well, you made 2. So there's one of them's out in the potting shed, which he uses for I forget the name of it, but it's like a fungus-based compost, and the other one remains in pride of place in the drawer for that rainy day. It keeps getting used. It's one of those things that gets picked up and decided upon and decided against when she goes to left rice. So you know, I mean, it's definitely been preserved and looked after. But the other one's in service is in the potting shed.
Well, that's why I gave it to her, because it was broken and I had to glue it back together. So it's no good for food use, but it's ideal for the potting shed, you know. And isn't that the really wide one as well? I think the wide one, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Right. Anyway, thanks to everyone in the chat that's came in tonight, and thanks to you guys for coming and chatting and looking after the chat. And we'll see you. Oh, if you haven't checked out my latest video, it's up ready to watch.
Total old school times 16. Loved it. Total old school. Oh, it was awesome.
What, rough and ready?
No, just fast and furious. You know, I mean, the whole pace just like you used to be. Well, not that you're not now, but you know what I mean. It was like a proper dug right out there. It was good. It's good. Liked it. Loved it. Go see it, folks.
Well, I'll have to do more like that then.
I mean, is one of those kind of just out the blue moments. Loved it. Loved it.
Let's just copy that. Put it in there. Right, so
Jimmy's doing his finger bobs.
Well, there you go. There's the video if you want to check it out, guys. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Night all.
Bye. I haven't done my thumb, but I'll do put